Welcome aboard to the flight of the Phoenix. My name is Barry, and I'd like to welcome you aboard my little aeroplane, a Phoenix motorglider. Quite a unique little machine, classified as a touring motorglider. A Rotax 100 horsepower engine out the front, 100 litres of fuel in the tanks, so I can fly long distances at about 220 kilometres an hour, get to some really interesting places, turn the engine off, and fly as a glider. My mission today, however, is a bit different. Today I'm heading up to the Exmouth Peninsula in Western Australia. That's as far as I can travel from my home base in Melbourne. Plane lives at Benalla, about 2.5 hours north of Melbourne. So I have travelled as far as I can on the Australian mainland to cross the continent, cross the Nullarbor, and to be up here today, because in about an hour and a half time there is going to be a total eclipse of the sun. 62 seconds of totality that just clips the Australian mainland on the Exmouth Peninsula. My plan today is to get up to hopefully around 14,000 feet. I have an oxygen system to keep me going at that altitude, and at 14,000 feet I'm hoping I'm going to be able to see the shadow of the moon coming across the Indian Ocean from the southwest, go overhead me and see the shadow run across the Exmouth Peninsula. Then I'll have the 62 seconds in the dark. Should be able to see all the glistening of the flares around the sun. That's the only time we're able to look at the sun without the little protective goggles. And then I should see the sun reappearing, coming across the ocean. I come back into the light and I see the shadow travelling off to the northeast. That shadow is travelling across the ground at about 1,000 miles an hour, so it's pretty quick. I certainly can't keep up with it. So I'm here in my Phoenix motorglider, a 15-metre wingspan, technically classified as a glider. I'm flying it as a glider under the Gliding Federation rules and with a gliding pilot's certificate. But of course it's a touring aircraft, so it has the motor at the front, 100 horsepower Rotax, which allows me to go places and do things that you can't do in a normal glider. Touring motor gliders are a bit of a compromise. There are other motor gliders, for example the more traditional pure looking glider, high performance gliders that have an engine that folds up out of the pod at the back. They have their compromises in terms of the distance they travel. They wouldn't be able to cross the country under power like I have, but in return they get higher performance when they do go traditionally gliding. So those sorts of gliders can set records. I won't set any records in this, but I can go places that you can't get to in a normal glider, turn my engine off and experience some, hopefully, fantastic experiences like an eclipse of the sun. So my intention here, we'll see how we go, is to start a bit of a YouTube channel and take you along on the journeys and excitement and adventures as I travel the land in the Phoenix motorglider and do some fantastic flying and a lot of, hopefully, fantastic soaring. Welcome aboard.